conversation with AISA DU Secretary Anjali. Anjali, हमने देखा है कि you've alleged assault on the 13th of February. Police complaints have also been filed. However, now NHRC is taking cognizance of the event, but for the favor of Ruchi, they're saying that she was assaulted.
Yeah. So I have not alleged, right? I would want to correct that because there are literally video evidence that suggests that I was literally grabbed by my mouth and I was shoved down the ground. There are video evidence of that. There are video evidence where I went to file the FIR, lodged the FIR in Morris Nagar police station, and there is a crazy mob of 60-70 people who, in the presence of police, inside a police station, is threatening to rape me, is vividly describing how they would rape me, is telling in sloganeering, in the form of sloganeering, they are telling how they would lynch me, what will happen to my mother, what will happen to my sister. They are telling this all in the front of the police, and despite that, even in that moment, this goes on for 6 hours, ma'am. No action taken. I am a bona fide student of this university, and the so-called journalist, who is not even a journalist, I want to correct, she's a YouTuber who goes from here to there in pro-UGC protest just to heckle the people there, people coming from SC, ST, OBC community, people coming in solidarity with the UGC regulations. She goes there and she has a specific agenda. If you look at the video that is circulating online, she went to the Veem Army protest, and there she's literally asking a person coming from a marginalized identity that you and your ancestors were denied water for 5,000 years. Are you getting water now? Is this not casteist? Is this not discriminatory?
Why do you think then the NHRC reached out in cognizance of what happened to her narrative, and why was your retelling, as you are saying, that there is so much video evidence as well, why was that ignored?
Because the country we live in, ma'am, is in a very shameful state of affairs. There is literally a government that is adamant on denying basic rights to the minorities, to the SC, ST, OBC. The government is very subtly, right, they have not opened their mouth on this issue. They don't want themselves to be portrayed as anti-social justice. They want the votes of the SC, ST, OBC community. So they will not do that. But indirectly, they have unleashed their mob. They have given them the instruction, because we are fighting for UGC regulations since last 20 days. Nothing like this sort of happened. But from the
why do you think the disruptions and the heckling is happening so frequently now?
Because 19th March is near, when the Supreme Court is going to give their verdict in the favor or against. And the public pressure is building. The pressure of the marginalized, SC, SC, OBC, and the marginalized community, women are on the streets demanding UGC regulations as per Rohit Act. They don't want that to be successful. They want to create a counter narrative. They want to distort that narrative. They want to distract the audience. That is what exactly has happened. This has become Brahmanvaad versus Brahman. This has become Anjali versus Ruchi. This has become left versus right. Whereas this is very clearly a fight for social justice and those who are very adamantly against it.
Because you mentioned Brahmanvaad as well, today a police complaint has been filed with the with the Police Commissioner of Delhi. It states that the frequent slogans that we hear in JNU, specifically it is quoting slogans which quote Vaad Murdabad, Brahmanvaad Murdabad. This is being raised in the police complaint and an FIR is being demanded, saying that this demands action under the BNS.
So the people who are demanding that are the people who have literally no idea of the word, the emergence, its history. It is not against Brahman. Anybody can be a Brahmanvaad. Anybody can be, I can have Brahmanvaad ka ideology, the mindset in me, being a woman, being anybody. People from different marginalized castes, but those who are in higher hierarchy than the others can be Brahmanvadi, because it is a mindset that feels that we are superior to somebody. The very, very concept that you feel you have the power to oppress is Brahmanvaad. Brahmanvaad is not against Brahmans.
Thank you so much for speaking to us, Anjali. Just finally, because, as you say, the allegations that you've also raised very serious, do you believe that the police will be taking cognizance of the event, will be following up with the FIRs?
We do hope, because we still believe in the Constitution, and we do believe that justice will be delivered. And despite all the attempts, because these are the people who have the institutions in their favor, these are the people who have even the state machinery in their favor, but a broader audience is in our favor. If you look, the majority population, the 85% population of the country are the marginalized, and we do hope that our fight for UGC regulation will also become a reality. UGC regulation, as per Rohit Act, will become the reality of the land, and also what happened with me and my friends will also get some justice.
Thank you for speaking to us. This was AISA's Delhi Secretary, DU Secretary, Anjali was speaking to us on the, in fact, frequent disruptions and protests that pro-UGC marchers have seen, as well as the action that has taken place against her. With video journalist Himanshu, this is Kritika Tiwari reporting for Times Now.